Day 8 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. Let's go ahead and jump in, you guys. Today we're going to be focused on the vision of Ezekiel and the dry bones. It's from Ezekiel 37 verses 1 through 14. As always, please go and read that on your own time. Our focus for today is speaking life. God is bringing Ezekiel to a valley that's filled with bones, and not just any bones, but very dry bones, which probably indicates that they have been dead for some time. And God asked him a question. He says, "Son of man, can these bones live?" And even though he already knows the answer, what he's checking for is Ezekiel's posture. And Ezekiel responds the way he needs to respond. Sovereign Lord, only you know. Ezekiel is saying, hey, I don't pretend to know, but I know you are God, and anything you say can be. And so that response matters, because faith isn't about claiming certainty, but it's about trusting in the God you serve, right? Then God tells Ezekiel, go ahead and speak to the bones. I want you to speak to the bones and basically speak life to them. And so Ezekiel does that, and the bones start to come together and they make bodies, right? And they come together, and now he sees all these bodies, but there still is no breath in the bones. And so he says, go ahead and speak again. And this time I want you to prophesy the breath into the bodies. And so Ezekiel does that. One of the things I notice in this story is that there is a pattern. God speaks, there's an act of obedience, then there's movement, and then there's a sign, and then there's results. This is important, and I'm going to tell you why. Some of us have dry places. Some of us have places that are just not what we want them to be, and they look lifeless, right? Whether it's dreams that have died, whether it's hope that has gone out of your life, relationships that feel lifeless, faith that feels tired, prayers that you have stopped praying because you don't believe they're going to come to pass. And God is not asking you to fix it. He's asking you to listen and then say what he says, right? This is why fasting is important, because it's a time for you to become spiritually sensitive to the word of God and be able to hear from him and then speak what he is saying in obedience. You don't speak life randomly, right? But you speak your will aligned with God's will. You speak the word of God over a thing. That is how you speak life, just like Ezekiel did. I want to give you an example of this. Every year around this time, I know people are doing vision boards, and I have learned with my vision board, the best way to do it is to make sure that each and every area, I ask God, what is his will for that area? I sit down and I want to know, what is this going to look like? Because I want to pray what you